Hey, good evening, everybody. Will from WC Review. I've been waiting for this moment for a while. It's I'm so freaking excited, man. Whatchamacallit. You saw Dave, Satu Dave had mentioned that he and I were working on a huge deal. What's up, Lorenz? How you doing, Bubba? I finally got in the knives, and it's bizarre because I kind of found this knife, like its origin, last night by accident, just searching around and looking around. But let's get started. Okay, so this is what started it all. I wound up getting a Strider SMF Performance Series, tumbled, right, in CPM 154. And I quickly realized that I was falling in love, and I was understanding why everybody goes so berserk over Strider. This knife is absolutely mint. It's fucking mint. It did the action, the carry, everything about it, the way it fits in my hand. It's just an awesome, awesome knife. So, things being as I am with my disease, having the knife bug, I got to get me another one now. Okay, so then finally, I was able to get the SMF Performance Digicam in MagnaCut. Again, equally as awesome. I have one complaint about both knives, and I don't know if it's standard with Strider, but it's something that I typically would not tolerate with any other knives, and it's a little bit of rock blade play in the blade. But you give this a quick turn, and I was considering putting what the fuck is it called? I'm sorry, I'm such an idiot. The Loctite. I couldn't think of the word, but I don't want to put Loctite on these. I'll just keep tightening them every now and again, and for now anyway, and that'll do the trick. But these are the two that started it. Okay, that started the bug in my brain, and then I did my Hinderer video the other day, and Dave caught on that he mentioned that he was taking a liking to one of the full-tie XM24s that I had posted that I liked. I mean, listen, I love every one of my Hinderer XM24s, but this one was the least favorite of mine, and as it turns out, was the most favorite of his. So how could you go wrong with that? You know, like, I hate to use the term one man's trash is another man's treasure, but it was by far not trash. But it was the one I liked the least and he the most. So I said, hey, you want to, once Dave and I get started, it usually snowballs into something epic like this. So I said, hey, you want to make a trade? What do you got? Let's talk. And so we worked into this, which is a brandy new condition fighter flipper, Medford. Awesome action. S35VN, a beautiful knife. And I must say, the knives that I traded to Dave are pristine and in awesome, awesome shape as well. So, and I have to say this, the knife that I traded, I have a good deal of guilt because of the knife itself. It's the Luther, the Warnot. Eric and I kind of became friends during the making of this knife, just the anticipation of it. It doesn't change a thing as far as I'm concerned, but I know he put his heart and soul into that knife, and I certainly mean no disrespect in giving it away, but just to be quite honest, some knives speak to you and some knives don't. When I got this Performance Series in my hand, I knew that it was magic and I had to have more. The Luther, that doesn't mean I don't love Eric. Luther he makes awesome knives. I mean, he's an artist. And on top of all of that, he's a super duper guy on top of it. So I guess that's why I felt guilty and feel guilty. However, at the end of the day, I think he would understand that we all have to do what's right for us. So, Eric, I'm sorry. I mean no disrespect, but I'm so happy with the way things went. Okay, so moving on. Then I got another. Now I have 3 Performance Series SMFs, and this is the third one. And this is the one, just by seeing it and hearing it, that I thought was going to be like a little bit sloppy, and I was so shocked and pleasantly surprised by the awesome condition that this is in and the weight. I thought it was going to be super duper light, and all of the Striders are pretty light, but this thing is absolutely mint. It's as mint as the other two, and I couldn't be more happy, okay? And then there's the coup de grace coming up. And this is the one that I found the origin of. And I never, ever in my lifetime thought I would be able to score one of these. But here it is. Pat-ow! It's an XL. It's a Strider. It's not an SMF. It's a Strider XL in Magna Cut. Like, bam! Lorenzo, you're fucking up my focus. But check this thing out. I know Dave just showed it, and Dave just got it for his birthday, and I come along, and I stole the guy's birthday present. So I'm sorry, man, but it had to be done. And I know that Dave is very happy. He loves the Luther like I love the Striders. And I wish him nothing but the best with all of the knives. Now, I had given him, first of all, the Luther is literally weeks old, brand new. And the only thing I did, I fucked up the fuller a little bit because I was an asshole, and it was sharp, and I knew Eric would fix it, but I know he's also super busy, doesn't have time to do little shit, and it would have taken months. So I was like, fuck that, I'm not waiting. I took it out, and I fucked it up. I put chatter all over the inside of the beautifully pristine blade, but if anyone can fix it, it's Dave. And he likes everything else about the blade, the way it fits. And listen, it is a work of art. It's a mint knife, and I will absolutely be getting another Luther down the line. That one just didn't do it for me, and that's just the way it is. But I mean, nothing toward Eric. He's just an awesome guy. I think I've made that clear enough. But talking out my ass. But like I said, I feel a little bit guilty. So I hope Eric understands. But this thing is sick. It's Magna Cut as well. Look at the grind. Now, the only project I have now is to see if there's anything I could do about getting these scratches out. It is a used knife. And I was telling you guys earlier that I actually found the origin on Facebook on the Strider pages, and I actually reached out to the guy last night. I had a video that Dave had made me, and I saw his video, and I was lining up, forensically, looking at all the little dots here and there, and there's a little dot right there, and I'm like, yep, that's the knife. But this thing was brand new. It's from Blade Show 2024, so Willie is happy. It's not like this is a 5-year-old knife that's been beaten on. This is a brand new Strider XL, and I can tell you that as good as it looks, it feels even better in my hand. The action is to die for. The weight is everything I like. So let me get, I know I'm all over the place because I'm excited, but so the trade we made was the full tie XM24, the Luther Warnot, and a Praetorian tie, full tie, Praetorian tie, that you'll see. You've seen it on Dave's thing. Now, that was a special knife to me, too. I got that from my buddy Bob Udacek, and I know he loved the knife, too. But this was a great trade, and I have to say another thing. Before, when I was mentioning all the guys, all my favorite guys, I failed to mention two of my favorite dudes, Carco Chris Robinson, and Steve Clare. I've met all these guys pretty much through Satu Dave, but we all hit it off. And Aaron and Ryan and Bob, that's the crew. And Steve and Dave, that's pretty much, the dream team that I deal with. And those are the guys. But I left them out, and I felt bad about that because they're every bit as important as everyone that I had mentioned. And Carco, Chris Robinson, boy, he's got a sick collection, and he moves knives like 7-Eleven moves fucking Slurpees, man. He's all over that shit. Oh, so those were the three I gave Dave. These are the three I got. I got this, and this. And if you watch Dave's video, you saw the awesome thing that he's doing for the Hurricane folks. So he's selling some knives. So are you ready? This is the way Dave opens every one of his videos. Satu Dave. I got me a Satu. Can't believe it, man. It's in my hands, and this thing it's not mine yet, but it's going to be mine, my precious. So I'm either going to come up with a trade or the money amount that we agreed upon. But I finally got us. These are not easy to come by, man. And this is a beautiful one. I love the tumbled. The action on this is sick. The recurve, everything. I've always wanted a Satu. So today is a good day for. I can't believe I'm up to 10 minutes. Half of it of me going blah, 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 blah. But I'm just super happy. I know Dave is happy. I'm happy. He was working. He was busy. But I just reached out to him to tell him that we've got ourselves a deal and to say thank you. Thank you to all of you guys. I know I'm getting up there in subscriptions. I think I'm up to like 550, which is incredible. Listen, at a certain point, I don't really give a rat's ass, but I'd love to hit 1,000. So if you're not subscribed, please like and subscribe the video. And there's lots more coming. And again, thank you guys for everything. Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Eric Luther. Thank you, Aaron. By the way, Aaron, this is the one I want you to put an edge on, one of your secret super Aaron Connecticut edges, brother. So thank you. Have a great night. Satu Will out.